Kia ora. So this is my reflection on Tamati Norman. I found him so real and raw, and true to his heart. You know, it's not every day you see men cry. You know, like real tears. Um, but in saying that, he was taught at a young age. You know, that there was no limits, and I think that was the biggest takeaway I took from it was, you know, he being told that he could do whatever he wanted to do as long as he put his mind to it. You know, so he grew up, and from the age of really young, you know, living up north, he was able to get his hustle on. You know, when people came out to where he was from, you know, he was selling them watermelon and corn. So that's where it started, right? But as he got on in life, you know, people assumed that he was going to be a sports personnel, which he ended up being until he wrecked his knee. But his passion was to be a chef, and that fruition too. So through his many adventures that he had, you know, been in, the government positions that he was in as well, you know, meeting his wife, who's Papua New Guinean, um, and then actually going back to her homeland and seeing the plentifulness of what they had, but you know, no one actually tapped into the industry. So he made it his passion to do that, and through many trials and tribulations, you know, it's there and it's still there, but he will go back to it, as he put it. As he was telling his story, it was amazing because although he kept jumping forwards and backwards, it actually, you know, because that's how I feel too. Like, oh, I want to go do this. Oh no, hold up. Oh, I've got to go do this. No, wait. I'm going to go do this. So although we do many adventures and opportunities, the reality is that we'll always come back to what we're passionate about. And his passion, or what he said was, he ha te mea nui, he tangata, he tangata, he tangata. You know, and what is the most important thing in the world? It's people. So that was massive in itself, because if you listen to his story, you know, where he went to, how he got there, you know, the many people he's met along the way, the many things he was voluntold to do, you know, that was a crack up in itself too. But, you know, it's funny because we all have our own stories, right, and our own truths, and how we get there is up to us, you know. And his business, his business is focusing on getting people nutritionally better, you know, um, especially with diabetes, you know. So he does ketos, and you know, through the many ups and downs that he's had, he's still been consistent. So he has two businesses and many brands. So all in that I took out was the many people he's networked over the years. You know, there's always going to be that one person that stood out in his life, you know, that always said you could do this. And not only that, there's always going to be those people that he can tap back in and be like, oh, you know, oh, bro, I've got, you know, got da da da, you know, really good at this and da da da, you know, can you meet up or stuff like that. So, man, his adventures were amazing. That's all I can say, and it's only but the beginning for myself and for many of us that are in Kahal. But the reality is, it's up to you to make it happen. It's up to you to do it, and yeah, big ups to Tamati. You know, far out. The takeaways were massive, but yeah, that's what resonated with me. So kia ora, have an amazing day, whānau.